forever, my man. Oh yes, so run no me wanna wash nana. Eri forever, my man. Prime Minister Simon Ekpa Obamomo. The spirit of Biafra is upon me. That is why I am offering this song to our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa in Urobo dialect and Isoko. Lucky star is sinking, I'm sinking, Udogu, Biafra. Amorotomo, Agbada Brururu. Amorotomo, Agbada Brururu. Excellency Simon Ekpa. Nieruwe yo Bitrowe Salot. With the same the freedom you brought to the way for us. Urobisoko with the same no. Amorutamo Agbada Guru. PM Simon Joe. You have done so much for us. I am shedding tears of joy. Your tide cannot be seen easily. I search around the whole world, the greatest freedom fighter. We, the Robo and Isuku, we appreciate you awesome. Worry sister, say you are so good, you are so wonderful. Clara Dimu say you are so good. Oh, Amorutamo Agbada. Helen Peter say you are so good. Patricia Robo say you are so good. Amorutamo Agbada. What a wonderful man. The good guy. It's only the food that we eat him. And I know those who are sitting at the fence in this Biafra struggle, they will not learn. Maybe they will learn in the grave. Urobisoko with the sendo. The freedom you brought to do well for us. Worry sister say you are so good. Urobisoko with the sendo. Paradim say you are so good. Anna, Wabada Guru. Amarotomo Agbada Guru. Amarotomo Agbada Guru. Urobisoko with the sendo. Urobisoko with throw salute. Even lucky star, it is said, you do well, it is said, Brgie said, you do well, we salute you, we throw away salute. Patricia Urobo say you are so good, you are so good. Amorotomo Agbada Guru. I am in tears of joy, For your good work cannot be quantified. Oh, Amorotomo Agbada Guru. Ewo, Isuko
I want those of you who are hardcore, those who were chosen before you were born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is the message for you. Those who from their mother's womb they were born. Do this very well. You must be very, very strong.
When the Moroku, Nijimwero Wekumu Biafra. Mwerenda siputa makamwero wekanyinaga biko kulie luo ogeruo biko kulie iye jamalike ogeruo
Onwere ndị akpọrọku maka nwere onwe anyị. Onwere ndị akpọrọ chekwa maka nwere onwe ụmụ Biafra.
biko kulie ogeruo biko kulie iye jamalike ogeruo. The spirit of Biafra biko kulie ogeruo. Onwere ndị Biafra gidi ebube biko bilie ogeruo. Ọhamadike nọ na dungeon unu ga-ekwe ka ihere mee ya Odike, ngozi ike ruru achọba dike. Biko kulie n'oge ruo. Biko kulie, ihe jamadike n'oge ruo. The Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government in exile, Maazị Simon M. Epondu Sumudu Sri Gabaniru na Ekwuna. Na-egwu adịrị atọ afọ ma ya ebudo ụzọ. Ọ gịnị? Maazị Simon Ekpa emezuwo okwere onye ndu. Ihe jamadike eruo ịmakwa Simon Ekpa wuchie. Ihe jamadike eruo Simon Ekpa bụ atakata abụọ. Ojuda bụ enyi mgbigbere onye ndu gị na-eme tata. I will follow you, I will follow you, I will follow you, never look back. I will follow you. Prime Minister Meloni, anyị ga-agbanụ ga-aka ebe follow you. Anyị na I will follow you. I will follow you. The question is this: if Nigerian government fail to organize referendum for children of Biafra, are you ready to lead us to do anything in order to get freedom for Biafra? And I'm going to be number one to follow you. If you are looking for 100 men, you will find 50 in me. Ogwe Bucharangwe, Maazị Simon Ekpa, Ogene.
Maazị Simon Ekpa, biko jisike. Kaka n'okwu, atakata abụọ kaina mbọ. Ojuda bụ enyi, mkpikwere onye ndu gị na-eme n'ata.
I am 50 men, oh yes, and I said promise. I will follow you, I will follow you, I will follow you, never look back. I will follow you. Prime Minister Meloni, anyị ga-agbanụ ga-aka ebe follow you. Anyị na I will follow you. I will follow you. Ọhamadike Biafra ndị ahụ kpọrọ oku abịarụole. Ihe jamadike ruo Biafra Republic gọọmenti awụchie. Ihe jamadike ruo Kọmanda General ekwechiri. General Buduso so na atakata nwụọ. Kọmanda Holy Ghost okonye ndu kpọrọ kunu na Zaptata. Biko kulie nuo oge ruo. Biko
ụfọdụ ga-akpọgasị ndị ọzọ ga-ele anya rapụ ha lee anya n'elu tụkwasị Chukwu obi iwu mfe n'ezi ọdụdụ udo n'ike n'ime obi kpakpando na-enye ihe n'ụzọ tụkwasị Chukwu obi jisike asụla ngọngọ ụzọ gị gbaa ọchịchị ihe dị ga-edu ndị nwayọ tụkwasị Chukwu obi. Nnamdi Okukalu ọramadike ndị Igbo jisike nwoke jiri ndụ ya wee chụọ aja maka Biafra wee rọpụtara anyị onye ndu Simon Ekpa Ọbatobiye.
Witness me, I want to remain in the spirit because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have sealed, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, oh Lord of hosts, to have mercy upon us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence.
That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoto. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy. Because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. He said,
He say, welcome, 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 welcome. Thank you so much for joining me on this morning program, wherever you are joining from. I appreciate everyone who has connected to this morning section, wherever you are joining. My special thanks goes to those who are watching all the way from Biafra land. If you are watching from Asia, from Europe, from America, from Australia, from Canada, from New Zealand, you are watching from Russia, from China, or from Israel, I welcome you to this amazing program, and I thank you for being part of us this morning. We have come once again to preach the gospel of Biafra, as you all know, and for those who are joining us for the very first time, or you are coming across this very platform for the very first time, this is a platform that is under the Biafra Republic Government in Exile. A platform that stands and supports Biafran governance. This is a platform that is under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and under the Supreme Command of Mazi Nandeka. In this very platform, we don't come here to instigate violence. We don't come here to preach hate. We do not come here to attack people or individuals. We don't come here to attack any race or any religion. What we do in this platform is to preach the gospel of Biafra, to debunk every lie that has been told against the Biafran people, against our Prime Minister, against our Supreme Leader, and against our struggle. In this platform, we bring the plight of the Biafran before the whole world. We expose every secret that the contraption called Nigeria is hiding from the world. Most importantly, the war that they have declared against Biafran people. They did it on their conventional media. They came out and said that they are going to engage in jungle warfare. From jungle warfare, they extended it to asymmetric warfare. And we are here defending ourselves. Biafra land is being defended as we speak, while the Zulu continue to attack us in our land.
These informations, we make sure that the whole world is hearing it and seeing it. We try as much as we can to see that they don't hide it from the people, because they are hiding it. They always try to hide the truth from the people, but we will not allow them to hide it. That is why we come online every blessed day to speak on these issues. And if you want to get video evidence, picture evidence, audio evidence of the war going on in Biafra territory, go to the platform of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, on X. Once you get to X, you are going to get all the evidence you need. You are going to see information that will blow your mind. You are going to get some unbelievable things, and you will understand better what we are talking about. So try as much as possible to connect with our Prime Minister on X. Very, very important. My fellow Biafrans, this morning section is a place where we come to interact with each other. We interact with the world, we interact with ourselves, and we speak to people who are not paying attention to pay attention. We send out necessary informations in this morning section. It is an interactive section. You can see the link I put on the comment section. For those who are watching me from YouTube, if you are watching from Facebook, you cannot be able to join me. But those who are watching from YouTube can join me live as I speak. But those who are watching from Facebook cannot be able to connect live. They can't be able to join me on stage. You can't join me on stage. Those who can join me on stage are the people watching from the YouTube. So join me on stage to ask your question, make your contribution, say your prayers. Whatever you want to say to Biafran people, you can click the link and come in. It doesn't matter where you belong, even if you do not believe in our struggle, whether you are a Biafran or non-Biafran, it does not matter. Even if you're one Nigerianist and you have the balls to come in and ask us questions. If there are things you are nothing about us, but you're not sure, come and ask us. We will explain to you better, so that you not be living in confusion. My fellow Biafrans that are watching, wherever you are watching this program from, I urge you in the name of Chukwu Kabia to play your own role, as we have come to spread the gospel of Biafra. Do your own part. If you want to join us on stage, feel free to join us, but while you are joining us, make sure that you are well covered up. We cannot admit you on our platform if you appear naked. No. We are representing a government, representing Biafran people, and the whole world is watching us. Members of the cabinet are watching this program. Our Prime Minister is watching. So every information you pass here is going to get to the right source. Use the opportunity you have to express yourself and say what you have to say. While you are with me on the stage, I remind you again, make sure you keep your argument civil. Whatever you have to say, do it in a civil manner. I'm not telling you not to get angry. If you wish to get angry, you can get angry. Express yourself, say your opinion the way you want to say it. Ask your question the way you want to ask it. I'm not telling you to be politically correct, but in doing all that, the only thing I request is that you do it in a civil manner, so that the people will understand you and how to digest what you are about to say. My fellow Biafrans, we have come once again, as we always do. And today we have chosen a topic that is the talk of the town today, the breaking news, and things that we have heard and seen. The title of the message today says, happening now, Biafra, Republic of in Exile, Prime Minister, destroy Nigerian media lies, propaganda against him and Finland. You know, there is a new lie and propaganda that the Nigerian media are pushing. The gutter media of Nigeria, you know them very well. These are people who can promote angel of darkness if given money. These are people who can tell you that white is black once they are paid. These are people who will tell you anything available as long as they have food on their table. Nigerian media can never be trusted. They are not faithful. They are not sincere. They are being manipulated and caged. And all they know is propaganda. People in Asorok will sit down and write to them scripts that they will have to play to the world. And they come out and play those scripts. But in this era of the social media, in 2024, in this 21st century, such kind of nonsense does not work. It can't hold water. In this 21st century, such kind of idiocy does not stand. Whereby somebody will just sit somewhere, cook up a story, and begin to spread. It is not going to work. Continue to use your social media to push your conventional media to push your line. We are on social media. And I can bet you that 90% of people who are your targets, they are on social media too. And each time you bring your lie, we are going to debunk it. And I bet you that lie can never fly. Every one of us, we saw the lie they are pushing, that the Finland government is going to arrest Master Simon, but in fact, they have concluded they are planning and making an investigation on how to arrest our Prime Minister, Master Simon. I don't know when you're going to get tired with such kind of foolish write-ups, those kind of idiotic headlines that you push. And your target is the Biafran people, just to scare people away from the restoration of Biafra or the struggle. How could you think that you are going to distract the Biafrans from pursuing their freedom? You have to try again. There's nothing you can do to stop Biafrans from pursuing their freedom. We have learned a very hard lesson, and we learned in a hard way. And there's no way you can stop us today from pursuing our freedom. It has become very clear that the only way out for us is Biafra. Your propaganda cannot stop that. Your deception cannot stop it. We are in a world where people can make investigations by themselves and get information. We are in a world where you can sit in your room and you know what is happening anywhere you want to check. You will find out what is going on. So if you still think we are still in those archaic years where you can catch somebody and continue to play the scripts to them, it doesn't work anymore. It does not work. You went and started your propaganda on a particular visit that the foreign minister of Finland did to Africa. The foreign ministry were there for the African Union meeting, or is it the ECOWAS meeting that they came? And many other countries were there. Finland was present in ECOWAS and African Union, whatever meeting. All you could do is to seize the opportunity to begin to pursue our Prime Minister, to begin to seek for something you are going to use for propaganda. You are less concerned about the real problem of the zoo, the poverty that is facing you in the zoo, the loss of life, the insecurity that is facing in the zoo. You didn't talk about that. All you were talking about is Simon Eber. Simon Eber. How many times are you going to ask about him and you are told that Simon Eber is lawful? If he commits any crime or become unlawful, of course, the Finnish government have the way. They have their laws. They have their rules. If he violates their laws, of course, the law will take its course. But as long as he has not violated any law, there is nothing you can do to stop him. Your propaganda cannot stop him. Instead, it will propel him to work hard. Your propaganda can never, ever stop the Prime Minister of Biafra, He knows what he wants, and he is ready to get it. It does not matter what you do, what you say, or how you say it. Some of you don't understand where we are coming from. That is why most of you today think you can deceive Biafrans. And let me tell you, you cannot know how a Biafran feels You don't know what it feels to be a Biafran. That is why some of you who are working with the gutter media are writing what you are writing. You don't know what it means to be a Biafran. If you know what it means to be a Biafran in Nigeria, you will understand that we have lost fear. You will understand that we have lost fear. And our focus today is the restoration of the independence of Biafra. Regardless what anybody thinks or how you feel, we are going to continue to pursue the restoration of Biafra until Biafra is restored. Your aim of pushing that propaganda is nothing but to distract the Biafra people. Just like you were writing on, you were trying to propagate a law against self-determination. The same self-determination that your law permits. The law says that people have the right to associate with anybody who wants to say freedom of association, freedom of liberty. If you're not comfortable at any time, you can be able to request and quit. It is in your so-called Nigerian law, but you ignore it. You ignore it, and you are sending terrorists against our prime minister in a foreign land. As if that is not enough, you are still standing on that illegality, talking of extraditing him. Who in his right senses will listen to you? Who in his right senses will listen to you? Nobody. Nobody, because obviously you are not ready. For the Biafran people, we know what we want and we know where we are coming from, and nothing will stop us from getting out of the zoo. We are facing a battle and we are going to fight that battle to the mass. Whatever propaganda you think you are pushing against our prime minister is dead on arrival. We saw our prime minister yesterday on his program on Twitter Space. If you have not watched that program, I am going to restream it after our program so that you can watch and hear directly from our prime minister. There is no going back. If you think there's something you're going to do to deter us, you're wasting your time. After the declaration of Biafra, you will understand better every single thing we are saying today. You won't understand now. We know what the zoo is made up of. It will be difficult for you to understand now. Just wait until we exit the zoo. When we exit, then you will now understand better. Your propaganda can never stop Master Simon. Instead, it will propel him to work harder. If you like, claim everything you are claiming. Who cares? We are focused on the restoration of Biafra to build a city, build a land that will be suitable for all, suitable and convenient for all. It doesn't matter what anybody is thinking. Our thought is Biafra. That is the only direction where we go. Continue to go until we are free from the clutches of the enemies. We know our enemies are huge. There are so many. They try as much as they can to distract us with propagandas and blackmail. And propaganda is one of the greatest weapons they use. I want you to always remember that. If we must overcome the zoo, we must be able to develop a thick skin by now. A thick skin that will make their propaganda not to go anywhere. Because the only thing they have now is blackmail and propaganda. They try to blackmail the Biafran struggle, they try to blackmail our prime minister, push propaganda against him. But it's not flying and can never fly. Because all those lies you are telling, Someone else have done it before you. May Chukwu Okike continue to guide and protect every one of you that has connected to this program. We must remain focused. You must not allow anything or anybody to distract you. Remember the words of Mazen Nandekano. He has said it expressly well, that we must have to focus and know what we want. Don't allow anybody to distract you. We are dealing with an enemy. Enemy that know themselves and they have pronounced themselves enemy. We didn't make them enemy, they pronounced themselves enemy. And we will make sure that we put them in their place. All we are asking for is to build a nation where people will be equal, a place where people can survive. That is what we are pursuing. And today, glory be to Chukwu Okike, and we will have a man who is equal to the task. A man who is equal to the task, following the footsteps of Mazen Nandekano to see that Biafra is restored. And there's nothing anybody can do until Biafra is finally restored. Let's listen to this message.
We are here to get Biafra, yes. But I don't want Biafra of idiots. Azikiwe fought for independence. Jomo Kenyatta fought for independence. Kwame Nkrumah fought for independence. Arap Moi fought for independence. Nyerere fought for independence. Even right now, remember, I don't want to talk about Eduardo dos Santos of Angola. That's different. I want to talk about Nelson Mandela. He fought for independence. Are you telling me that South Africa you have today was what Mandela fought for? Are you telling me that Mandela died, that black people will be hunting down other black people to kill? The answer is no. Why is that happening? Because the principal critical work that should have been done with the freedom fighting was not done. And what is that? Education. It's a secret. I've given it away now. You know, before we arrived at fighting for our freedom this way, I looked at the history of Africa. I looked at the history of every black freedom fighter, genuine Oklahoma Ogogo. I looked at the history of their countries and respective territories and what happened when they got what they were looking for. Invariably, you'll be shocked. None of them made any progress. I repeat, none of them made any collective, conscientious progress that you can look at and say, hey, I'm happy with this. None. Why? Because black people try to, or they are imitating, they want to imitate Europeans and white people. They think that by going to white people's school, by doing everything white people does, somehow they can effect lasting change in their lives, and the answer is no, you can't do it. Do you know why they cannot do it? There is a way that Caucasians think. It's working for them, and I love it. Good luck to them. But you, as an African, you as a Biafran, if you want that piece of land to be developed, you need to think in a particular way. Not necessarily with the way the Caucasian does it. That is what we are doing. So that the legacy of Biafra will last. That Biafrans will not condone anybody. You will judge any fool who is in office and stealing money. They say don't judge anybody. So somebody can be a governor and steal people's salary and run away. Well, don't judge him as he's stealing your money. You come and say, oh, God, but what are you doing? You say, oh, don't judge me that you will not be judged. It's in the book. It's just like a pastor telling you about tithe. Or touch not my anointing. You are a criminal fake pastor. They are coming to arrest you. Say, oh, touch not my anointing. We want Biafra to be different. That is why we educate you. We impart knowledge the way we do. So you'll be able to hold your public officers to account. Nobody can come and bring any wishy-washy, superstitious mumbo jumbo. Tell you, oh, don't touch this. Nonsense. Everything is questionable. Everything I say. Question everything. That is how you keep your public servants on their toes all the time. To do what you want. After all, the country belongs to you. It doesn't belong to them. Power belongs to the people, and in this Biafra we are building genuinely, power will belong to the people. How do you make them hold on to that power and discharge your responsibilities? By educating them, and that's what we're doing now. So sometimes it appears as if we are digressing. Oh, we are going towards religion. It is for a purpose. We know what we are doing. It is for a purpose. Or else you end up dumb. You won't know what they're doing. We don't want that rubbish. That's why we do things the way we do. After all, the basis of your ignorance as a black person is religion. Religion is why black Africans are dumb. By the time you come away from this bondage, my goodness, that is why we are the way we are. We are fast forwarding everything to make it quick so that when we get Biafra, you won't mess it up. All of you with your general overseer. If you're in the Biafra army, telling me I should leave Yoruba pastors alone. If you know Yorubas don't want Biafra, is that correct? Yes, this man said, Kumiyi said he is praying for the zoo not to break up. Yes? And we're fighting for the zoo to break up. Now, if this pastor of yours, because as you're going now, you give your mom your phone number or your dad. Your dad goes to Yoruba church. They ask you that, oh, where is your son? My son is fighting with the army of Biafra. The pastor can say, give me his number. I want to call him. Yoruba will call your son at the battlefront. If your son did not receive this education now, or is of a weak disposition, he'll say, okay, yes, so my general overseer, Pastor Kumiyi, man of God, said I should not fight anymore, that Nigeria is better for me. Since my man of God has spoken, I have to do what the man of God said. Rubbish. Now you understand why we are doing what we are doing? We want to undermine everywhere the devil will come from. Plugging all the holes that the devil will come from.
That was the supreme leader of IPOB, Mazen Namdekano, speaking, talking about the Biafra we want, how we are going to protect ourselves against the enemies, because they are going to try to infiltrate us. They will try to infiltrate our group. That is what they have been doing, and they will continue to do it. More especially the Biafrans. Our Prime Minister just posted a picture that he took with the Minister of Foreign Affairs in Finland. And when they see those kind of pictures, you know they are going to get mad. That is how good our Prime Minister is. The more you think you will stop him, the more you provoke him to reveal things that you never know. He will reveal things that will make you crazy. And he had just revealed that picture. When you look at the picture, you will understand. For those who are in his platform on X, you were going to see the picture, but I can't be able to share it now. The picture where he took picture with the Foreign Affairs Minister, the one that they are pushing propaganda with her name, that she said they are processing their own kidnap. We are waiting and watching, and every one of them that is planned against Biafra is going to go down. They will go down for our sake. There is no amount of propaganda or blackmail that is going to stop the kingdom of God from coming. And the time is now. I appreciate everyone that has participated, everyone that played one role or the other in this platform. I thank you for being part of the program. Yesterday we had a long broadcast with our Prime Minister, and today we're not going to take it too long so that people can be able to get some rest and return back. I want you to understand that the restoration of Biafra remains as it is. Do not be moved, don't be afraid. When you see them pushing those propaganda against Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister, it is because they are scared. They are scared. So they are scared. And whatever you see them putting today, enacting law and nothing, is because of you. They know they want to frighten you so that you can chicken out from your responsibilities. They want to frighten you so that you are afraid of giving support to Biafrans. They want to frighten you so that you cannot be able to operate for your freedom. That is so sad. That is how bad the zoo is, how manipulative they are. But they will never succeed in our generation. In our own generation, we are going to restore Biafra, and we build the Biafra like the Biafra of our dream, just like our school master Nandikano said. We must not continue to allow these criminals to run the affairs of people. We can't continue to allow them to run the affairs of people. We must allow the people to take their freedom into their own hand and do what they have to do. That is where we are today, and that is what we will continue to do. No matter the propaganda they push, no matter the blackmail, we will continue to move forward and move into our freedom. In the name of Chukwu. No matter how they try, no matter how they try to stop us or hinder us, it doesn't matter where they gather to do it. Wherever they gather to make such plan, they are going to fail. They are going to fail. Remember the contributions to make. Our 1 month sit at home is still coming up, and there is nothing that will stop it. Begin to prepare now for that 1 month, and also get your flag ready. Get your flag ready. Don't forget that. May Chukwu Okike guide us and give us the strength to overcome. It's been a very, very busy time, a very, very tight schedule. But no matter how tight it is, the message must continue. The message of our freedom must be continued. We must push it until we get to where we have to get to. There are several issues that is going to come up. More blackmail is coming. There are more blackmails that are coming. This one you are seeing now is a small one. They know that the Biafran people are going. They know. There is no doubt about that. So what they are fighting today is their last battle, using their propaganda. They are fighting using their propaganda machines to confuse you. Don't get confused. I thank Chukwu Okike for today. The prime minister we have is somebody who will tell you what he will do whenever he wants to do it. He's going to tell you what he will do before he do it. He's not somebody who is hiding. So in the era of our prime minister, if you focus and do the right thing, I bet you all is going to be well with you. There is no going back. Always remember that there is no going back. We have crossed the Rubicon already. No matter the blackmails you see, let them continue to push their lies. There is no going back. We must be focused and make sure that we get everything that we want in this generation.
Today, can he wrestle his followership from Simon Ekpa?
There's a division because of the arrest and detention. So Simon Ekpa felt that he has to carry on the struggle now that the leader has been taken in. That is it. So if he's released today, it is likely, very likely, that he has to come to terms with Simon Ekpa to back down. Simon Ekpa is only acting because of his absence. He didn't say that he has overthrown him. Even when he wrote a letter from DSS custody directing that there should be no more sit at home and there should be no more arms against the state, Simon Ekpa said until he comes out physically that he will not believe that he wrote that under duress.
Of course.
That he wrote it. You cannot freely write something in this DSS. When you are in custody, you now write something. It is not voluntary. So it is on that basis that he continued doing what he's doing. Simon Ekpa is the disciple of Nnamdi Kanu and a very dedicated, loyal disciple. I believe that if Nnamdi Kanu comes out, he will be able to tame Simon Ekpa. And many of these criminals that have cashed into the struggle or kind of tried to hide under IPOB to commit atrocities, they will be fished out or they will be controlled. Remember that this man, Nnamdi Kanu, people listen to him. So if he comes now and declares a truce, I believe that it will work. And those who try to violate that truce will easily be fished out. They will be sidelined. They'll be exposed. Now, people are picking up arms out of resistance or protest to his extraordinary rendition. That is it. Before he was extraordinarily renditioned, there was no spate of violence like we see after his arrest. So it is a kind of protest against the way the state has treated him. So I believe that if he should come out now, all that will abate. But let me also say that the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is not entitled to be listening to one person or the other as to whether or not he will exercise his powers under the Constitution. Section 174 of the Constitution, subsection 3, like my learned friend pointed out earlier, only gave 3 conditions for the exercise of the power of withdrawal of criminal prosecution. It says that the Attorney General should only give vent to 3 factors. One is public interest. The second one is interest of justice. The third one, to ensure that such withdrawal is not against due process of law. And then we are talking about justice here. Interest of justice. It is on that basis the president must act, no matter what any of his commissioners thinks, no matter what any Southeast governors think, in the interest of justice. Because if you can release the chairman or leader of Miat Allah that has been saying all kind of terrible things against Nigerian state, you release him, you withdraw his charge and he goes home, and then you release Showore and he goes home, you release Sunday Igboho, withdraw his charge and he goes home. Then where is justice? Where is equity?
Very good question. I played this to refresh your memory. For some of you who doesn't know, there are still people who knows what Mazi Samuel has stand for and what he's doing. There are a good number of them that knows. The sincere people, those who still have heart in them, they know that Mazi Samuel is standing on a legal ground. They know that he has not committed any crime. They know he's the disciple of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But some of them choose to preach something else or push a blackmail or propaganda against him to see if they can stop him. Well, too bad. Too bad. The more you try to stop Mazi Samuel, the more you give him reason to fight. The more you try to stop him, the more you give him reason to fight more. And that is whom he is. The only simple thing you can do is to do the right thing. Do the right thing. And until then, we're here. Mazi Samuel is not an easy fish to fry. He was prepared for this mission. Some of you don't know. You don't know how prepared he is. If you can remember, they started calling him from that thing in Finland. From that thing in Finland, we call him Marco, that they call him different kinds of derogatory names. But today it's becoming very clear that that thing in Finland is a rock that you cannot move. It's a rock that you can't move. It doesn't matter who you are. In his statement yesterday, he made it very clear. And he also explained and leaked some information that we do not have. That is the beauty of a good leader. Every time he makes a speech, you must learn something. Every time he makes a speech, you must learn something. May Chukwu guide and protect every one of us. As we proceed, I will urge you to prepare yourself for the days ahead. we are going to enter into a very difficult time. We are preparing to enter into a very difficult period. In this time, you must tighten your belt and tighten it very strong. Tighten your belt very strong. If you think you have seen propaganda, you haven't seen nothing. You think you have seen hardship, it's not come yet. They are going to come with everything. But I bet you, the Biafrans are lucky because they have protection already. We have protection. And for everybody who will leave him or herself empty and refuse to put yourself under this protection, you are going to find it difficult. There's no doubt. It is going to be much more difficult than you can ever imagine. And what is coming, you can't handle it. I urge every one of you, wherever you are, to remain consistent. The trouble we are facing today is something that you cannot run away from. It's something that you cannot dodge. The earlier you understand it, the better for you. Prepare for what is coming. Stay away from all the barracks. It does not matter. Any force that has a barrack, stay away from it. If you are working in the ministry from the 18th, do not go to work. Do not go to work. Our Prime Minister is going to announce very soon the time we are going to start this sit at home. We are still waiting for the announcement. As soon as he makes the announcement, we will bring it before you and make sure that every Biafran gets the information. Our Prime Minister said we should wait for the announcement within 1 or 2 weeks. So while we are waiting for that announcement, we must also continue to prepare for the days ahead. A lot has happened and more are going to happen. Biafra land must be defended. The children in Biafra land must be defended by all means. It is freedom or die. As we speak today, we are no longer living like Nigerians or speaking like Nigerians. No, we are on our own. And the only debt we owe today is to defend Biafra land. We are loyal to Biafra land and to nobody else. So anywhere you start, wherever you are, start your journey from that place. Begin to protect your area from that area. Begin to build your defense, because we shall work on them. Any media propaganda you see, don't get worried, don't get distracted. Some of us are too emotional. Do not get distracted. If there is something that's going to happen, you will hear it. Just like when they saw that conference, where Nigerian journalists left what they went for, they were asking some questions. When you watch the country, you will not understand that they lost it. In the post, it says, from his abode in Finland, Mr. Epra pushes for extreme measure to actualize the secession Nigerian Southeast region and part of neighboring states as a sovereign Biafran nation. The agitation that prompted Nigeria's civil war, yes, it did. It did, and after then, you did not try to settle things back. You never tried to make any move to put things in order. You want the status quo to remain so that you can be able to enjoy your fraud. But for Biafrans, we will not allow that status quo to remain. We are going to fight it and make sure we establish a sane state where everybody will grow at their own space and in their own speed. May Chukwu Okabia continue to guide and protect us. We must have to be focused. Let's not get carried away. May Chukwu Okabia be our guide and protector. Fellow Biafrans, it is a little bit hectic today and tiring. And I'm going to end the program so that we can be able to refresh. Maybe I'm going to come back in the evening for more insights. I'm not feeling too strong to continue now, so I'm going to come back in the evening by the special grace of God to continue on this message. But one thing you must have to take hope is that our Prime Minister, Master Simon Ekpa, cannot be arrested by anybody because he has not committed any crime. Whenever you hear that rumor, tell them it's a lie. You don't need to bother yourself. You don't even need to respond. You don't respond. The Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Nigeria, is on the rock. And the country where he is a country that has seen it all. A country that went through the same thing we are passing through today. They worked for their independence, fought for independence, and they got it. That is where he is. A country who was aware about the civil war. They saw the death that happened. It didn't happen in their mind. They were aware of everything, so there's no way they can betray us. It's not possible. They will not betray Biafra. They have fought for other countries and regions. The case of Biafra will not be different. And I pray that Chukwu will give us that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to overcome all the challenges that are coming our ways. My fellow Biafrans, if you have not yet contributed on the IOU loan, please make sure you make your contribution on that IOU loan. It is very important. The IOU loan is a means through which you give money to Biafra for the restoration, and at the end of the restoration, you will receive double, 100% interest. No matter the amount you give, 100% interest, and the lowest amount that you give is $1,000 for the IOU loan. The IOU loan, the lowest amount you give is $1,000. So you must prepare and play your own part. If there are informations you are lacking, try to reach out to other media warriors. Those who are on my own platform that has my number, if you have my number, if you have any problem, reach out to me. I will try to make sure that question is answered and your problem is solved. Do not be discouraged. Do not be distracted. The battle has just begun, and I bet you it is even going to get tougher. It is going to get tougher. It is going to get tougher by day. No matter what you hear or what you see, do not get worried. We are going to win this battle. And if anybody thinks that we are going to stop, you have to think again. I want you to listen to this word from our Prime Minister, our Supreme Leader, Master Nandeka. Yeah.
Those of you that bore witness to what happened at Zakibiam, at OD, Emene, Obibo, Isiama Farugu, in Aba, in Atomor, must know that we cannot allow such senseless state-sponsored massacre of the innocent to continue. We can't allow it. We will never, ever allow it. Therefore, I am placing the United Nations on notice, the EU, British government, the US government, that wherever the Nigerian army goes in again to massacre innocent people, we are going to retaliate. We will retaliate. OPIBO will be the last time any sitting governor anywhere will give the order for innocent people to be killed. Should that happen again, that governor will die.
These videos I'm playing is a reminder. So when you see the Prime Minister going the direction he's going, the warning has been coming for a very long time. Our Supreme Leader have put a warning, a notice Our supreme leader have put a notice to the United Nations even before now. He has spoken before now. And he told them that if they continue taking the life of the Biafrans, we will have no choice than to retaliate. That time of retaliation has come. Mazen Nandi gave that warning. He gave that notice before the whole world, and that is the video that I just played. That if they continue to take the life of Biafrans, we are going to retaliate. And today, the Prime Minister is leading that retaliation, and you think you can scare him away. You are a joker. You are absolutely a joker, and you will continue to be a joker. While you are joking, other people are going to be enjoying your jokes while we are getting serious to get our freedom. It does not matter how you feel or how you think about it. We are going to be free. You're welcome, my beloved brother Maxwell. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you so much, and good morning to you, my greatest Namoche Mazichuks. And good morning to every Biafran, wherever you are, whether in the homeland or in the diaspora. And a special good morning to those in the comment section, my great sisters, brothers, cousins, nephews, aunties, uncles, fathers, and mothers in the comment section. I say, may Chukwu Kikabiyama continue to bless you. And I bring you the love that I have on behalf of my family and the entire, people of Bolgatanga, Binaba village in the Upper East region, Ghana. Thank you so much for having me, sir.
Thank you. You're welcome, my beloved brother. Today we are talking, I don't know whether if you watched the program of our Prime Minister yesterday. He had a Twitter space program that we took a long time. It lasted more than 4 hours. The section and question and answer section. And the major reason for that broadcast was the lie that the Zoo media is pushing. They are pushing propagandas and lies, trying to scare Biafrans away, trying to create tension and make people feel that our Prime Minister is in danger. They were writing up, when you look at their headlines, what they were writing is that that the Finnish government is making a move to extradite our Prime Minister. Almost all their media were reporting the same thing. Channel Television, Punch, Dailies, all of them, it's like they just ganged up and they were reporting it. And what transpired was that the Finnish Foreign Affairs Minister came for an African Union summit or whatever. On that summit, Nigerian media was there. Instead of them making complaint of their situation and talking about the convention that was being held on the summit, they focused on the Finnish foreign minister and they were asking her about Mazi Simon Ekpa and all that. And the woman told her that whatever has to do with Mazi Simon Ekpa is in the law of Finland, and Finland will take care of it according to law. So instead of them reporting the way the woman answered, they came as what they were spreading is that Finland government is processing the extradition of Mazi Simon Ekpa. And yesterday, Mazi Simon Ekpa came on Twitter and trashed them, made it very clear to them that he is not hiding and he is in Finland and will remain in Finland until Biafra becomes free. He has not committed any crime. If he commits any crime, he will answer for his crime in Finland. But as long as Finland is concerned, he has not committed any crime. And Finland has passed through the same process we are passing. The exact process, that was how the process to Finland passed before they became what they are today. For those who didn't know, Finland fought the same way we are fighting, conducted self-referendum the same way we did, took all measures, formed their own army, defense army against Russia before they got their independence. So there is nothing today Mazi Samanaba is doing in Finland that is strange to them, but some idiotic people in that zoo, especially their media, who doesn't read, or they read and they think they can deceive every other person because of their idiotic mindset. They think they can deceive people. But I thank Chukwu Okewe that in this generation we have social media. It is not just the conventional media. If we are to be in 1967, when they were able to keep the conventional media and there was nobody hearing what we are saying, in this era, 99% of people they want to talk to are on social media, and we are in charge. That is why they can never, ever, ever succeed in those their propaganda. They can never succeed in those their blackmail. They can never succeed in those lies, no matter how they try. The more they try, the more they fail. So yesterday was a nail on the coffin. And from there, we move on and remind Biafra to stay strong and continue to march until 2nd of December remains the date. After 2nd of December, all hell will break loose. You're welcome, my brother. Make your contribution.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I have yesterday, I called, some people that I know. It is only you that I did not call yesterday. I could have called you as well. Do you know why I was worried? You see, all the time, from the time someone ever started fighting. Mute, please. You see, from the time when some prime minister started fighting, Finland was not a member of NATO. Finland was not a member of NATO. That is North Atlantic Treaty Organization. You know, these people, it is only one document and regulation that holds them. Any attack directly or indirectly against a fellow NATO member is an attack against all. That is their protocol. My fear was this. What prompted them to induct? Do you know that UK is a very strong, member of the NATO? Whatever NATO does, UK, United States, France, Germany, they are always involved. Very strong. It's just like the United the United Nations Permanent Security Council members. That's 5 of them.
Permanent members. Russia,
France, UK, China, and the US. These are the people that makes the rules that governs the world anytime.
Absolutely, the world power.
Now, I was afraid. What made them to induct them immediately when this thing is going on into NATO? That was my fear. So I started I said, okay, I heard this from the online Zoological Republic media. I have not heard the response from the Finnish government themselves, because if you look at when Onyema was there, the foreign minister during the impostor, the regime of the impostor, they made similar advances to, they made similar advances. But what was the response? The response was solid. And when I saw this, someone sent it to me from Philadelphia, US. I look at it, I say, okay, this is coming from channels. Let me look at what the Finnish government has responded to it. And I did not see any response from the Finnish government like they did before. In my mind, I say, well, I do not know whether Finland has degenerated into something else today. But if that is the case, I want to hear from them. And if I did not hear any response from them, I know that this thing is just an opinion of a government representative. It is.
That wasn't even her opinion. That wasn't even her opinion. That wasn't her response. They just thought that wasn't her response.
Good. See, so that is so for this people, you know, these people, they are looking for every way avenue in order to just capitalize on one little thing and finish you. This is what they want to do. Nigerian government, irrespective of whatever they are, whether I've been there before, working and serving and raising the flag of that nation, all of us did. All of us did. There is nobody that did not raise the flag of Nigeria in his life. We did it. Even after the story of what they did to our ancestors and our forefathers and our parents. Now, we have seen the evil, and the evil is not subsiding. This is the reason why we are doing whatever we are doing today. And nobody must blame us for it. Because if you don't do it, we will be gone. If we don't do it, we will be gone. I was in a platform yesterday before I joined the airspace for where held by the Prime Minister. They were talking about whether Kwara State is colonized. If you look at how they were embellishing the conquest of the Fulani Caliphate, and so my question was this. Forgive me that I'm digressing a little. My question to them is this. People say they did not fight war. And these are the people that are criticizing IPOB, Biafran government in exile, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Prime Minister, and all of us, they are criticizing us that we are looking for a way to leave Nigeria, and we are not going to leave. Now, the attempt came yesterday, I was there. And they said no, it was the establishment of emirate in Kwara State was done by consensus. I said to Fiapa. In Ghana here, we say, Amparimi. Ashi. Some say it was kind of cool. The Afonja was overthrown and assassinated, and the next person was the Fulani man that came in there and did all kinds of things. You see how they embellish their own evil. I came out and asked them this question. Let's say I am my father's land. We are the Kusase tribe. An Igbo man came into my Kusase land where my father is. Then I willingly, FOS, free of charge, free of charge, willingly relinquish my ancestral stool, traditional stool, to a stranger. Mazi Chooks, have you heard such thing before in your life?
Well, one guy.
Good. So this is the kind of thing, when it comes to them, this is what they do. You see, they are looking for any iota of evil or evidence in order to nail us, but they have tried and tried. They have fished, they cannot get. The ocean is empty for them to fish and to get anything incriminating against the Biafran Republic government in exile and the Prime Minister. They are trying, but they will not get. I would like to see, because I still rely on what the ambassador or the government of Finland responded to the foreign minister, foreign affairs minister, Onyema, a Biafran, when he was fighting. They told them that Simon Ekpa is a citizen of the Finland.
Absolutely.
He is enjoying in his homeland, the Finland. And they observe and recognize his rights and the freedom. And if there is anything untoward that he has done, he will be subjected to the Finnish rules and regulations.
This is exactly what the woman said. This foreign minister still told them again. It's still the same response they gave them, but they went and began to interpret it in their own form.
You know who is doing this? The same way the imperialist Britain pushed for the kidnap of Mazen Namdekan in Kenya. To tell you that these people are cunning.
Yeah.
They are evil people. He was in your state. He was within your vicinity. He was in your own country, lambasting you. You didn't have the courage to arrest him and place him according to the law of extradition. You
not
did
even
not.
invitation. They didn't.
You did not. To tell you that these people are cowards. For me, they are cowards. The reason why they are getting out with what they are doing to us is because they have stooges that are dancing to their drums that they are playing for them.
Yeah.
And thank God that these stooges are in the minority. They are insignificant when it comes to the people who are fighting for their freedom. And that is my job. If they don't have these stooges, these criminals, these saboteurs among us, these people will never have the chance to penetrate our people. They are using people, they are using proxies. That is what they do. And I believe that no matter, as we speak now, there are serious pressure, especially from the United Kingdom, on the Finnish government.
Of course.
There is serious pressure on them. But I know that they will never prevail. Evil will never prevail over light.
Never.
What Finland did to the people of Nokshot, the Namibians, and for themselves, will not today evaporate into away from their brain. They are people with thinking faculty, with frontal lobe, people with frontal lobe. Finland will not do that. I believe that they will not do that because they recognize the dignity of mankind and the right for anybody to fight for his freedom, as long as it's within the international rules and regulations. I was scared yesterday, but when I came to the space and I heard the Prime Minister explaining it, I said, well, glory be to God. And I begin to refer the past and the thing that has happened in the past in respect to that too. So, my people, there is nothing anybody will do to you. I said it before when we were having our, family meeting with Auntie Linda. I told you that if you are fighting a just cause, there is nothing anybody will do to you. Biafrans, don't be afraid. Continue to do what you are doing. There is no law in this world that incriminates whatever that you are doing. Even as horrible as 1999 Constitution Decree 24, as I call it, handed over by the military to the civilian government of Nigeria, there is no place in that constitution that forbids your rights for peaceful association and acts for self-determination. Now, so whatever they are doing, as they are coming to our places, our people are defending themselves. We are defending our land. We are not defending our land or encroaching any other person simply because we want to do it. We are doing it because we have aggressors that are in there. And we don't want occupation of my mother's ancestral land, and that is what we do. Let nobody talk us down or talk us into submission. You are doing the right thing. Thank you. I yield here.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. You just nailed it. You just nailed it, and that is just the truth that every Biafran must know. Just as our Prime Minister explained yesterday, today, the enemy of Biafra, the zoo themselves, they know that it is all over. They know it's all over. The only instrument they have left for them now is all these propagandas, trying to instill fear into the Biafran people. Just like the law they are enacting law against protest, against agitation, against self-determination. This is all they are going to do to distract you from pursuing your freedom. They will do everything they can to make you hate your freedom. But the only thing we have to do is to remain focused. We must remain focused. Our freedom is already here. And we are so lucky that we are with a man who knows what he wants and what he is doing. The most interesting thing about the restoration of Biafra today is that every single step our Prime Minister is taking is done in the public. He is not hiding anything. He's not hiding anything. And knowing the kind of level he is in Finland and where he stands, do you think that that man will be putting his own career at risk by lying or by following things that are illegal? I don't think so. Go ahead, my brother.
I have a question for them. And the question is this. You've been seeing the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, broadcasting, even when YouTube and Facebook, blocked him. He has been also broadcasting. You heard his voice on the space and everywhere. You've been hearing him speak on a daily basis. You know where he lives. You know his address in Finland and everything, just like the idiot in Canada, Wanyanwu, or that idiot. All of them know where the Prime Minister lives and the country where he resides. If you are very, very eager to follow due process, why can't you go to that place and institute a legal battle between Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister, and you are going corner. That is to tell you what Nigeria is. Nigeria is always going to go corner, and that corner will corner them. Thank you.
Thank you, my beloved brother. You just made a very great point. So if they feel that he's doing something, why not even drag him to ICC? Take him to International Criminal Court if you know he has committed a crime. What are you waiting? Why are you bent on following propaganda? And one important information that our Prime Minister passed, the good I know, is exactly what is happening. Anytime they go underground and they could not succeed, the next thing they will do is to come up and begin to push a propaganda. They made a move of assassination. They tried that one. It could not move. It couldn't fly. All they could do is to come back. Went for a summit. In the summit, they just trapped the Minister of Foreign Affairs. And whatever answer she gives them, they translate it to their own way to benefit them, to suit their propaganda. Just to distract the Biafran people. But it is too late. It is
Let me add this.
Let
me add this. You see, just like you said, just like the Prime Minister said, they go underground. Instead of them to go, through the right source, they go underground. You remember, supposing they pass through the right source, the way it's supposed to be, maybe they wouldn't have kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be, subjected to due process of law as recognized by the international community and everything that goes in there. They knew that they would not succeed. That is the reason why they adopted the kidnapping system. And they never knew that they are shooting themselves on the foot. And that has been one of the issues. Then my problem is this. The international community, Nigeria is a signatory to these international rules and regulations. Why have the international community kept quiet all this time? Why is the silence? An ethnic group like the Biafran people, I don't want to say, oh, they are a Jaws, they are Igbos, they are this. Igbos are part of that Biafra. They are the part of that Biafra. The Jaws are there, Urobos are there, all of them, the Biblios, Kalabare, and the rest of them. If I didn't mention your name, please, forgive me. They are there. How many people? If I'm not mistaken, they are over 90 to getting to 100 million. If you add every one of them together, they are more than that. They are more than 90 million people. One of them, who is their activist fighting for the restructure, their freedom and self-determination, is kidnapped under that process, unallowed process. You sit down there and you are watching Nigeria commit. You are embodying Nigeria to do the same thing. They can do the same thing anywhere in the world. And I believe that they couldn't have done that if they don't have the support of Britain. Because when you see a small boy dancing at the center of the road, the drummer is nearby. That is just exactly what happened. And when they pass all this underground, they will not come up with a fabrication in order to incite Finland. That is what they did, to draw their attention so that they can just come out and speak. That is what they are doing. And before they take one step, we have already taken 10 steps. We will always be ahead of them. And we will go at any length in order to debunk their lies and their gimmicks, their evil gimmicks, in order to find favor from people. The Finland you are talking about, do you think that they behave like Nigeria? Do you think that their thinking faculty and their frontal lobe is like that of Nigeria? It is not. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother. You just said it all. You just said it all. The international communities will know they are just there for their own interests. And that's why I tell people most of the time on my program that this world we live in operates according to interest. It doesn't matter whether you're right or wrong. Everybody is protecting their own interests. That was why in one of the brokers of our freedom, Mazen Nandekano say that he has stopped blaming the white man. He has stopped blaming the white man, that we, the blacks, should take responsibility of our life. Choose what we want, pursue it and get it. Stop waiting for a handout from east, west, not out, because they are not going to give you anything. Just like what we are saying, they're not going to do anything for you. Before their own very eyes, the law that they put in place, which Nigeria is signatory to, they violated that law. Ultimatum was given to them by United Nations to release Mazen Nandekano. They refused. Up to date, they have not been penalized for that very action. No consequence for all those things they did, no single consequence. Because the people who are supposed to push for the consequence of that, for what they have done, have interest in the zoo. Most of them are taking their resources from the zoo free. They are taking resources from the zoo free. And they don't want anything to hinder the stealing they are doing. When you talk about corruption, they are the ones who have built a corrupt empire in Nigeria, and they are benefiting from it. That is why they cannot stand up and penalize those who have violated a law that they signed onto. The world is operating according to interest. If you don't fight for yourself, nobody's going to do that for you. That is why anybody in Nigeria that still have common sense in him, whether you are a Biafran or not Biafran, you should be applauding the Biafran for standing up for everybody. Because if Biafra becomes free, every single one of you in the zoo will be free. And when Biafra becomes free, when book is opened and you will see the kind of fraud the British are committing in Nigeria, you will know that that one he had about France and Niger is nothing. Who knew what French we are doing to Niger people before? Nobody knew. Until the Niger people stood up for themselves. The same thing with Burkina, they stood up for themselves. And when they begin to, you find out that the mineral resources in these countries are being taken free by France. Free. Free. They just take it and go. The same thing is happening to Nigerian crude today. Biafran crude oil today. The British are extracting that crude oil and so many other countries free. That is why you have seen them in Nigeria. They have sold crude in advance. They sold in advance and took money, and nobody cares. Nobody is doing anything. Crude oil is not sold to individuals. Individuals don't buy crude oil. Business of crude oil is something that has to do with government to government. It's not like something you go to a shop, you take something and put in your pocket. It's a high-level stealing, which, if not supported by the international community and all those Western countries, can never happen. If they don't support the crude oil theft, it won't happen. But because it is about their own interests, as long as the raw material is flowing to them, they don't care. Look at Democratic Republic of Congo today. One of the richest country in the whole planet Earth. But today, the people there can't even know their left and right. They have put them in a situation where they can't afford anything. They can't afford anything in that country. Everything, no government, nothing. Everybody's on his own. It's a do or die affair. And you have a place where they tell you that is United Nations. Some claim to be human rights. Some claim to be Amnesty International. With every evidence we have, evidence that you can find just online on social media, you see evidence of the crimes, criminality, and loss of lives happening in those places. They pretend they are not seeing it. Now, do you understand why everybody must fight for himself? Do you now understand why Master Simon Ekpa has insisted on taking Biafra away from the hands of the British? Because Nigeria, as long as you mention Nigeria, it is an instrument of British. It's a British company. A British company handed over to the Fulanis to manage. And the Fulanis employed some stooges. Those stooges, some are from the southwest, some are from the southeast, from different places. Stooges from different religions, from different tribes. They were all gathered together, employed to extract everything that has to do with you. And their master in the Britain is now over there manipulating. And you think they will fight for you? Go to United Nations, they have the highest vote. Go to Amnesty International, it is going to pass through them. You go to wherever you report, they are going to pass through them. The only option for you is to fight for yourself. That is why our Prime Minister in one of his books is saying, Biafra first. Even Donald Trump said it when he was in power. Donald Trump said, it is America first. You put your own country first. That is why I love that man, Donald Trump. A man that says the truth, tell it to your face. He will tell you what he will do. It doesn't matter whether you like it or you don't like it. No political correctness. He came to United Nations. He told them, I am here to represent the United States. It is United States first for me. You put your own country first. That is how the world operates. So, Biafrans, you must not be scared. Stand up for yourself and do what you have to do. Go on, my beloved brother. Speak, my beloved brother. You wanted to say something? Go ahead.
The only thing I wanted to say is that you were saying, when you look at what happened in DRC, Congo, you will remember, you will recall that yes, we are in deep shit. We are in a very serious hot soup.
Very hot soup.
If you look at the video, the interview of late Amadou Bello, that interview, when he was the journalist was asking, why is this so much obsession towards the Igbo people? Go and look at his response there. At the later part of it, he said, it's northernization. Northernization. If they cannot find a capable northerner, they will employ an expatriate. And where there is an expatriate like him, that is the journalist that was interviewing him, and where they cannot find an expatriate, they can employ another Nigerian on contract basis. Hope Uzodinma, is he not on contract basis?
Of course he is.
That idiot that has left now, that is not a minister for, is it Rose and whatever? Is it not on contract? They are on contract. They are on contract and they don't have a say. And I do not know the reason why these people have not recognized all these things that have been meted on them. You are a bona fide citizen. If you say you are a Nigerian, okay, but you are being treated as if you are a slave in a country that you hold to that extent. You have a country of your own. The resources is right there under your soil. You don't have access to it. The highest they will give you is to make you a contractor, a security guard. You are guarding the house, the mansion, whereas those that doesn't even know anything about those resources are inside the house and you are guarding them. While they are sleeping, you are guarding them. Don't be juju be that. I don't know the kind of juju they do to our people that they can never reason. This thing that I'm doing, am I not supposed to be a party to it? Am I not supposed to speak and people understand? Why will you make me a second class? Whereas what is making you rich is from my land. You go, you sell your own people. And you want to tell me that the buyer of your own people will recognize you for selling your own people? They will kill you like they are fungi. You will suffer. The only time you will be free is when you rise up to recognize that, yes, I was so person. And I was making, progress before this evil contraption now imposed their own rule on us. The West doesn't want you to progress. No matter how lenient they are to you, they don't want you to progress, especially the colonial imperialists that were holding Nigeria, that country before, that gave you your name, that made you who you are. I am not a Nigerian. A woman from another race cannot give me name, outdoor me, conduct some sort of outdooring. Even outdooring itself was not done. If the outdooring of Nigeria, naming the naming ceremony of Nigeria was done, it was done in the hotel, in the Azar room. The Azar room, that was where it was done. It was not a proper naming ceremony. And that is what you are clinching on. You want to die with it. I will not die with you. My mother's ancestral land is Biafra. And it is Biafra or nothing. No matter what happens. No matter what happens, it is Biafra or nothing. And I believe that most of them that are listening to me, knowing where I am coming from and my position as it is in Biafra, will understand that, yes, I will have to do more than what this guy is doing, because I am not fully a blooded Biafran. But if you are a full-blooded Biafran and you are doing this, hey, you will pay the consequence. You alone will pay the consequence, and your generation will pay the consequence, but not those that are fighting for the liberation of my mother's ancestral land. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. We are going to be rounding up with our closing remark. But before we go to our closing remark, let me remind Biafrans of the word of our Prime Minister. Let us just listen to that word, which is where we are today.
Today, why Nigeria are killing Nigerians who believe in Nigeria, protesting, they are killing them. It is only Biafrans that have not fallen victim. For the wisdom of the government of Biafra, that the only thing we know is to protect the life of our people, we go to any extent to do that. And today, the political criminals are speaking. They like good things. But inside themselves, they know it is possible only by the Biafra government. Nobody listens to them. If we have called for protest, Ali Igbo will be burned. I am telling you, everywhere will be burned. But we said, we know Nigeria is not our concern. And because of this, the next 1 month, the 1 month lockdown of the government institution is going to be immediately as they are finishing this protest, because we don't want, a lot of people are saying, oh, now the securities are there, they have been overwhelmed, let us come out and do our lockdown. No. We are not scared of security overwhelming. We have defeated them. You don't know the war that is going on in Biafra land. Only us know. You know how many thousands that has fallen? You know how many people that have brought to Imo, only Imo State. You know how many thousands of terrorists have fallen in Imo State alone for the past 2 years. So our next lockdown of Nigeria institution in Biafra land will happen after their protest, because we don't want our focus to be on the protest. So we want, when we start, focus will be on Biafra. When we start, everything in Nigeria will be on Biafra. Focus will be on Biafra. Let them bring all the military from Kaduna, from Zamfara to Biafra land. The focus will be in Biafra. That's what we want. And we are not yet in November. We are not even yet in October. We will make Nigeria so restless that before November, believe me, if you see anybody wearing Nigeria army uniform, they will be peeing in their pants in Biafra land. In Lagos.
My fellow Biafrans, this is where we are today, preparing for the 1 month lockdown of Biafran territory. That lockdown is not for the Biafran, it's for Biafra, for Nigerian government offices in Biafran territory. The people who are doing business will go and buy their businesses, traders will go and buy their trade. All you need to do is to be security conscious at your home. But names and places will be mentioned when Master Samanako will announce that very day. He said he's going to announce it and places will be called. But in those places that we mentioned and called, just have in mind that barracks will be involved, police stations will be involved, any barrack of any force in Nigeria, ministries, secretariats, they will all be involved. We are waiting for that time. Maybe in a week or two, it will be announced and it will commence. Defense of Biafra land is the primary objective of the government of Biafra. And we will do that. Make sure that Biafran lives and property is protected. My beloved brother, give us your closing remark before we leave.
Thank you so much. And I glorify God for making it possible for us to end in a good note. And I salute every Biafran wherever you are, both in the homeland and in the diaspora. And as you step out today or you are in your workplace, I say, may Chukwu Kikabiyama continue to guide and protect you. May Chukwu Kikabiyama bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the great son of Biafra land. He brought that also emancipated me and changed the narrative and made me to believe in Biafra, and it is wise and the wisdom that follows believing in Biafra. I also pray for my Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, Mazi Simon Ekpa. All his doings, may God continue to protect him. I will also pray for the people and the government of Finland. I pray that they will never succumb to the antics of the evil imperialists and the globalists that have enormous vested interest in the economy and resources of Nigeria, by which they have allowed Nigeria to continue to perpetuate evil on the people of the indigenous people right across the zoological republic. I say, may God protect you and guide you and provide for you. As God is enlarging your wallet, I believe that He will give you the heart as well to support this struggle and the restoration of my mother's nation, Biafra. Thank you so much, and may God bless all of you. I remain in the Okene or one dear of Biafra. With love from my family, the entire Ghana people, I say may God bless all of you. And thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. Remain blessed. May Chukwu Okike continue to protect you, guide you, and secure you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. My fellow Biafrans, wherever you are watching us from, we have come to the end of the program. And by the special grace of Chukwu Okike, we will continue tomorrow. So wherever you are watching us from, I thank you for being part of the program in whichever way you have supported. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect you and secure you. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect the Biafrans across the world, de facto government in the homeland, Biafran government and members of the cabinet, all our media warriors and speakers. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. Pray for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for divine healing, for divine security, for divine health, for divine strength. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. No weapon formed or fashioned against us as Biafrans shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Speaker Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shall prosper. Thank you so much for being part of this program. I appreciate you and thank you for being part of the program. May Chukwu Okike continue to be with us. Biafra government, peace, unity, progress, and equity. We move. Airborne.